said. I don't wanna burn all our bridges ahead. I'm tired of going to bed when you left me on red just to turn up the noise in my head. I told you that one day ain't never enough. You tell me I hate you, I still call you up. If we don't got trust, we can never have love. I was putting in the hours, I was. But you were calling me a liar, 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 liar. I've been putting in the hours, I was. And it's coming down to now and never. I was putting in the putting in. medical pills are push me over. I kill my fill 3 times a day. These ethanol fumes won't make me sober. One flame to take the pain away. I caught you lighting matches in the back room. Haters look mad when they pass you. Let's talk about around when it's past due. Reach a glass, dude, no. You don't gotta fight alone. You don't gotta fight alone. Don't be so personal. Take me out of the road. I'm going under. Take me out of the road. I'm going under. All we love, all we done is just sit around wasting our time. Take me out of the road. I'm going under. Around wasting our time. I'm going under. Everyone's seen death in their dreams, but we still wake up and go to sleep. Everyone's seen death in their dreams, but we still wake up from our sleep. I'll be home soon. You don't gotta fight alone. You don't gotta fight alone.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Titans of Tier 3. We got week 7 on the line for you today. My name is XPJ, also known as Ari. I'm here with Senta for Senta's first cast, so a little bit of a big grand welcome for Senta. But, you know, we have Cataclysm Gaming here, and we have RyZe Academy. Do you want to give me a little preface about these two teams?
Well, both teams, they've had a rough upbringing. I've seen Cataclysm. They've been like all a very rough schedule so far. I definitely think that they haven't had any time to like show their skill, you know? Like
Yeah,
I definitely think that it's Cataclysm chance to show what they're made of, right?
Okay, so we got the
Yeah.
pred out. Is that the prediction? Is that you're rooting for Cataclysm here, or who's your prediction?
Possibly, yeah.
Possibly it's not a prediction, but that's okay. You know, we got 2 and 4 for RyZe Academy, 1 and 5 for Cataclysm Gaming. So yeah, both of these teams trying to make their way, trying to qualify for the kind of final part of this stage here. Now, granted, I don't know if they are mathematically eliminated or what the deal is there, but you know, we do have the map selection done. I do believe we are going from bind to split to Lotus. So we got, you know, pretty traditional map at first, split also relatively neutral, Lotus with those changes that were implemented recently, but you know, they're starting to get a little bit older. And Sensa, what do you think of the new Lotus changes?
Oh, I just played Lotus 2 games ago. It's terrible. I hate it. I think they should throw it out.
I
Yeah.
like my Lotus. I would like to keep it. Thank you very much.
Mhm.
But yeah, as we get under the way here, you're gonna see RyZe starting off on that attack and actually continuing through that on the second map. So, you know, as we get into a game number 1 here, Sensa, give me some big players to pop off. What are some names you know? Big players pop off.
Oh, Bang TK. That's definitely my favorite for Cataclysm. And then for RyZe, oh, you gotta go with the new players. Like just recently they picked up Q. I have no clue what he's gonna do for the team, but it's looking promising. But Mac as their duelist player, I think he's gonna pull some shots in and
Okay,
definitely
so we got a few players to look out
pull
for,
out.
and what are we thinking for these comps on Bind? I know recently we've had a lot of this no sentinel being a thing. You know, occasionally you get that chamber and or sage, or occasionally there is a solo sentinel, whether it be Cypher, KJ, who knows. Do you think we're going to see sentinels on both teams today, or do you think that for Bind we're going to remain sentinel-less?
I don't know. It's a lot of teams right now, they're going with the double duelist comp, but as we see here, RyZe Esports, they don't have a sentinel. It's not easy.
Yeah, it looks like we just have the one from, it looks like a RyZe Academy there on that Cypher. And then we have double controller coming out from CG. So a little bit of interesting dynamics there. A little bit different from that double initiator, double duelist, especially with that Sky nerf coming in. But teams have decided, hey, we're gonna make it work. We're gonna figure it out. And so they have that Sova for recon. They have that Sky for that little contact play. But over at RyZe, you know, we're talking only a Sky right now, and we're seeing some question marks. Yes, the duelist is probably a necessity here, and there's that lock coming in. So only the Sky could spell for a little bit of an interesting game. That information isn't going to be too heavy for RyZe, but of course, they have a game plan for it. They have it prepared, and I'm definitely interested to see what they're going to be working with here.
Both teams have double smokes. It's the normal comp for Bind. I think it's just how it's gonna go. I'm liking the premier launch champion titles CG has going too. Yeah.
Do they have? Oh, they do. They got okay. Show off the skills a little bit. Show off the prowess. They're here to play, and they are not going to be, you know, here just to give a game away. They wanna show what they're made of, like you said earlier in the day. So as we get underway here, we're gonna start to see these buys coming out, and it looks like you're seeing mostly ghosts, which, you know, there's a big debate on what do you go with first round. Do you get that ghost and a little bit of utility? Do you go for that sheriff and, you know, try and cancel out some light shields? But it seems like both teams are opting for these ghosts. Santa, just based off of where everyone is chilling right now, what do you think they're going to go for right now? Do you think it's going to be an A push, B push? How fast?
I'm thinking it's gonna be a late A push going with Viper lurking. It's I don't know.
She gets found out.
Yeah.
All right, now contact being made over towards these sites. But at least the backing up is there. Here comes the Sky Flash out, and the Cypher is going to go down first, but Khan will get that trade, but will fall in response. So now you have all of these players now kind of trapped in this hookah area as they get smoked off, and it looks like Sight will go in favor of, that's going to be RyZe. RyZe will take that site. They get that plant down, and now you have numbers advantage for CG, but it's going to be a little difficult. Util not quite in their favor. One flash and the dart responding tags one player, so that's some valuable information. But here's the swing. There's a trade, and more trades come out, but we got a 1v1 now when the dust settles, and ooh, here's some dangerous contact. Now both players looking, and at least the lurk around. Muffin Man trying to get something done. Decides to tap. Will not stick so far, and now Muffin Man running low on that time. Dummy will find he is off once again, and looks like time is run out. The 360 in the ding donk. Shinkled my shonk. I don't know. That's all I got for that one.
insane clutch by Dummy. I think with that 360 adds a bit of style points onto that.
Oh yeah,
Muffin
gotta love the
Man.
style points.
Definitely frustrated with that one too.
I mean, he played that one really, really well. What he does, he plays time, he sees that the player's off, only extends enough to not put himself in an all-in play, doesn't put all of his eggs in one basket, and manages to get that one done. But we're going to see this aggression coming out by RyZe over towards this baths area. They are taking it up here and will get smoked off, so they will claim this orb for their own. And that's typically a thing we like to see on ecos, is players love to get these orbs. It's just a thing that is almost law, I guess. But ooh, this could be dangerous. Pop flash out into 3 players, and there's one trade, but trades will favor the ecos, and ooh, Q will get 2 with that Guardian, so RyZe will cut their losses and keep moving on as these players. Ooh, RyZe with that frenzy kill. That's a big one, but 3v2, RyZe still in with the upper hand. Bomb going down, but RyZe dangerous with that frenzy, will go down 3v1. Grim shouldn't get away with too much here.
As I said, Q with the Demon 1 aim. Definitely showing off what I said earlier.
Ooh, this could be a Q. That would be Q. Yeah, you're right. So Q showing why he's on the team, having a little bit of a pop-off moment. But hey, it's really, really important in a round like that. You get 4 kills, you get that orb, and I don't know who got the plant, but Q has a showstopper in round 3. What are the chances that you see a showstopper in round 3? Usually it's not that high. So how do you think that this showstopper is going to be utilized in a round like this, in a bonus round, to maybe catch your opponent off guard?
I think with them stacking towards long, he might use it to end the game and take out these 2 guys out. They're the only 2 guys on site.
Ooh. Yeah, Khan kind of get caught out of positioning there. Unfortunately, that off angle was not expected, but is a common Jett off angle, which is an ironic oxymoron to say. It's a common off angle, but as these players start making their way up along, 2 contacting, 1 over in A, and there's 2 in hookah right now. But 9 is wrapping and will secure the kill, luckily. So that gamble there. Oh, but a step made. That was definitely hurt, I think. Okay, maybe not. I don't know. But anyway, they're all the way up in B. Grim, I'm not sure if he's aware. Okay, they are definitely aware. The ping comes out, but there's the shots. And what a nice little crossfire they got set up here. So this plant will come down on this B site. And it looks like RyZe will try and do some more damage here. They haven't really gotten too many kills here, but they're in a decent enough spot to do so. However, they are crunched on the site. And something that Cataclysm is doing really, really nicely is they're holding this hookah space. RyZe does not want to touch it. So, this is a one side that they're already established coming on. But, oh, Q gets 1. There's investing the showstopper. Stalling out just for a little bit more time. Buying that time is really, really big. That is massive. And now spotting, but doesn't get the kill there. So now here comes the flood. And a little bit of a pistol swap there will, I guess, give the round to Cataclysm. Something that definitely could have went the way of RyZe. Instead, Cataclysm, they savor it, and they keep themselves in this one.
Yeah, that round they needed to open up with a bang, as Q with the showstopper not able to get anybody. They really needed to get some space there, but Cataclysm with a really good retake. I think it's set up really perfectly.
Yeah, Q just needed a little bit more with that showstopper there. I didn't quite like the angle that he held with it towards the end of that one. Maybe at least shooting that one deeper into the spawn would have done you good, or maybe into hookah. But of course, it's all just a gamble at the end of the day. You're not quite sure. You know vaguely where they are, but you have no clue how close they are. And just of how close they are, look how far up CG is in this bats area. They clear showers. They take it, and now they're going to decide to back off, and here's a dangerous crossfire over towards B long, though. You've got these players changing some util, and it looks like neither one will be on the back end of it, as both teams remain unscathed in terms of numbers. But of course, there's only so much you can do here in these rounds, as RyZe, they want to take this one and kind of establish themselves as the pacemakers for these games. Cataclysm, they're struggling a little bit on info. They don't really know where these hits are coming in, so that's why you're going to see that rotate come over towards B. Here comes the Viper Orb. And so they're going to peek out with that one, and they're going to cross over. So we could see the exact same skirmish happen once again, but who knows what we will see. Senta, where do you think this team is going to end?
30 seconds left.
With that pick, I think they're going to rotate to A with Cypher looking up for the pick. Easy.
And that one, CG should not have gotten. They should have gotten easily, and they didn't end up getting that one. But here comes his plant. It will be secured. Q is absolutely dominant. Q, you're nuts, bro. You're nuts. Okay, we get it. You're a shooter today. We get it. But let's see if Q can.
All up to Muffin Man.
Yeah, Muffin Man, not really too lucky here, but there's Mac going down, and we've seen that one happen before. It's the first time it was to a frenzy with RyZe. Here, the ult invested. There's a chance here that this works, but the Boombot getting in the way there.
Yeah, perfect plays, perfect rotates from RyZe Academy. I mean, they saw that opportunity with Cypher looking up with the picks. He just exploits all of that. I think Cataclysm wasn't quite ready for that alert too.
And now Cataclysm, you know, they kind of lose round 4 here. They have some ults on the board, but it's not going to be the cleanest and easiest of rounds, of course. Here is these jet knives being used, but something that Cataclysm, they invest is they use their dart over on A, I believe, and now they're finally starting to take the space. That's what we want them to see. And here comes the Seekers invested. In response will be the Sova ult, but Dummy will get one before getting traded. So that's pretty big, but now you have the crunch starting to come in. You have Cataclysm behind RyZe. RyZe is stuck. They are pinched right now. They have B-site, so they will get this bomb down, but it is going to be kind of similar to round number 3, where Cataclysm did end up coming out on top. Although RyZe does have that Brimstone ultimate to invest if they do so please. Ooh, and the flash comes out here. Now Mac getting tagged, but will take first contact and will fall, so does spot the 2 over towards long. Seekers invested there, choosing not to ignore that. And the crossfire will will eventually secure the kill on Toucan. So RyZe with 3 this big round, and I think RyZe is really being a nice little addition to the Cataclysm game, because they have just pulled off a thrifty.
Yeah, they just isolated picks there. I think that's the biggest thing for Cataclysm to do. Just isolate and find out where the players are and just pick them off one by one. That's exactly what they did. They did it perfectly.
Yeah, the really big picks coming in there, and that will force RyZe now down onto this weaker eco buy. So, a little bit of a satchel invested there, and trying to claim up here with the Vandal. Will get one through the smoke, and that is a big one. So that's an instant upgrade. That is really, really nice. But here comes the pinch in really, really fast, and Grim will get 2 for that trouble. So really nice adaptation by CG there. Really liked what they did there, and RyZe definitely not expecting that TP push, and that's because they didn't have space in B-Long. However, they are aware of this guy in B-Long, so they will not land a shot, though, because RyZe is an absolute god on the battlefield right now. So that flash will not tag anyone. Khan now just missing the jump spot as well. Will be able to walk up here, but contact made. RyZe will find his onto Mac, and that is the bomb. Definitely aware that Khan is there. There is a possibility, of course, but the question is, can Khan find any damage? Its answer is no. It's RyZe is just a god. So now we have RyZe versus Q in this entire game, I feel like.
Yeah. I think that eco round was just
And you're trying to do something there, right?
yeah.
It's an eco round. What is that one thing you're trying to do? I mean, damage, right? But how do you get that done most efficiently?
I don't know, just isolate 1v1s. They didn't get the 1v1s off. Wasn't really RyZe wanted to do.
If they want that even fair fight, but of course it's not an even fair fight, as that teleporter play will come through. 9 picking up 2, and this is something we're seeing CG utilize really, really nicely. But Khan will at least get that one to kind of equalize the numbers a little bit, not quite fully, but will find at least 1 for their troubles. Now, some contact over on this flank area. Khan after getting 1. And as well now, a Brimstone ultimate is invested in all. It's 1v2 now.
The mic cut out.
All good, but Khan has a tough scenario to go up against. Here, spots 1 gun barrel. The lineup is not there, so CG will bounce all the way back down from what was 3-1 to now 4-3. Won a few rounds straight, and once again, we're seeing RyZe on this half buy, this eco buy. So this is going to be really, really big. Senta, I know we kind of talked about this last time about how do you do a lot of damage here, but what's a fix that you want to see RyZe make here?
I think they should make a play with the whole team. Just, I don't know, fully run it down like main here.
You heard the man.
Yeah.
Run it down, I'm so down. I'm so down for that.
Exactly what they're doing here. They're grouping up. Hey main, looking for a pick.
Ooh. Oh, the 2-piece from 9 with the Outlaw is massive, and Muffin Man will also get 1. So now it becomes RyZe being, scared. They don't even have this bomb picked up in their hands, and they have gotten away with nothing. Control completely in favor of CG. They get the 2 picks, and then they get the 3rd. And you have main control, you have showers control, and they are just absolutely landing their shots, making the right plays, and all of the information is just there for CG. But RyZe spots 1. Here's the 2nd as well. So we'll opt to back off, save the gun, because RyZe does want to get some damage done. Don't give them that opportunity. They got to come to you, get that bomb off. So RyZe, they need to make something happen, and they got to make it hurt too.
Yeah, I definitely think they have
30
the benefit
seconds
of
left.
the doubt of where CG doesn't know if they
1 enemy remaining.
9 just holding that tight angle. I think it brings no possibility.
Ooh. That looks like Bang TK will come out. So the player that you were saying, maybe a little bit slower today on that start, but then again, it's Viper. It's Viper on Vine, so you can't really expect the frags to be coming out like crazy, but RyZe now. They have these guns, they have the showstopper, they have these ultimates online. You want to see an adaptation come out sooner, like now, please. And, I think it's going to be off the back of these ultimates. I think they just need to commit to a site, hit it. They know there's going to be people fighting for showers, so they might just want to ignore it, but they are going to opt to contest it. Here it comes now. The showstopper does find 1, but Muffin Man will get traded, only to get a trade himself. And, ooh, big Khan was at 1. The trade, is it there? Just a little bit delayed. We'll opt to back off as it's only now down to this 1 player on CG. It's Bang TK. And this bomb is down, so time is ticking. And this is looking a little bit rough. That's what we were saying. The adaptation needs to come out. What does it do? It comes out, and they just hit the site fast. We love to see it, and they're starting to shoot back as well now. Bang, TK looking for any one of these players to make a mistake, but it's not going to happen. Not just yet, and now these players are going to back off, just try and save. Bang, TK. We'll get one, we'll get two, but will fall. So that damage on the way out will not be for nothing, but, you know, RyZe, they finally get theirs on the round.
Yeah, they finally cut off the win streak that CG had going, I think. That's definitely the first step towards winning this game. Even getting the momentum stopped and shifting towards RyZe.
Right, and momentum is a really, really big part in this game, and we kind of seen that with the new VCT season afoot, you know, that 2024 challengers coming out, but what's going to be coming out right now, it is a fast hit, and those Seekers will be dangerous, but they will be aware that these players are in showers. 1 and 2 is picked up for RyZe, and they will love to see that one. Khan now maybe in a weird spot, and Q as well, so Khan will go down, Q will find his, and now it is just on to RyZe. RyZe, the star hero. If anyone can do it, it is him. That is for sure. They don't spot him just quite yet, and the shots will come out, and RyZe will fall down. So a big round from NCabby.
Yeah, RyZe played it perfectly together. I think that round was perfect example of like momentum shifts.
Yeah, they got the momentum on their side, and I was surprised that we didn't see a timeout come in from RyZe around that 4th round. I do think if we had a 5th straight go in favor of CG, I do think we would have seen that timeout, but CG just taking a moment, talking about it, saying, hey, they finally picked up on our read for them. Let's try and figure out how they're taking us down, and let's get this to work for ourselves, figure out what the hole in their defenses is, and we can figure out where we want to strike. And of course, 2 beautiful things to do that off of our ultimates, just like this Brim ultimate and the Sky Seekers. So, you know, very, very big pieces of util, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see those invested. But Senta, 50-50 chance right off the bat. Do you think we're seeing a Viper ult from RyZe this round if bomb goes down?
Probably not. The Brim ult, it's like not like technically useful for if Brim's gonna be ulting.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I feel like, you know, you don't want to necessarily invest that Viper ult if you know they're just going to piece it apart with that Brim ult, but there's the Brim ult invested now, so maybe we'll have our way a little bit differently, but this is a shift up from CG. Instead of fighting for showers, oh, spots the head, but doesn't opt for the shot though, so Q will go down, and fighting for A short is big, but what else is big? Fighting for B main, and picks coming down equally from both those sides. Going to be really, really strong against RyZe, and they have lost 2 of their players, so now they are down in numbers, and CG, they can just wait out the time now. Monkey see, monkey do. Let's wait for them to push into us. We rotate over, we can retake if we really want, and we can get this round on the board. Domi has this Sky util that is fully available, but this could very well just be a round for save. I don't think so, because they do believe they have enough credits to buy for next, and next, of course, being the last round. So here comes the pop. Dummy pops out the flash, not knowing where the players were scanned, though. We'll opt to try and hold this long smoke. Here's the tap, waiting for these players to peek out, and here comes the Seekers. Dummy will walk into that smoke, and bang, will immediately bonk him on the noggin. Now Mac tries to get one, does do so successfully. The Seeker latches on, but Mac maybe tapping once again, and that is a big pick by NCabby. Now we'll be able to get that Cypher ult online, so the bomb comes down, but now it's just up to Mac. Mac, can he get it? And yes, he can! Wow!
Perfect plays from Mac and
Last
Khan.
round in the
I definitely
half.
think the chemistry is there.
I mean, CG had a plan.
They just tear tear it apart. Yeah.
Yeah, Mac just is a hero in that moment, and really, really smart was holding that bomb, kind of waiting for information to be gathered before that bomb does go down, and so really, really big. The op kind of backfiring in the hands of 9. Of course, still does get 1, but this is big. Last round of the half, ultimate's still available, so going to be interesting how we see these utilized, and Flash will catch 9, but 2 Sky Flashes, and that's a Sova ultimate, and Q will go down because of it. So utility expended, but now we have a fight out towards B-Long. Players aren't exactly looking at Bang, and Bang will get wrapped down by Spawn, but will talk around the corner, so that is really, really big. CG, they got 2 picks early on the round, but we saw this exactly last round, so this is far from over. RyZe still have those ults. They have the spike in their possession, and this could go their way. Of course, could be expecting a 6-6 half, and a very even half is something you do love to see. You gotta love a close game, but Bang now is trying to make an aggressive play. The smoke falls, and there are 2 people staring right at him after that one happens. So that will prompt now for RyZe to take up B-Long, and Sova is on site still, so Grim will have a chance to maybe get some picks here in this off angle, but Grim will go down. Here's this Viper ult, and Viper will go down too, so CG gets the tag on the last with the dart, and 9 will get a few nice kills to end off the half.
Switching sides.
Yeah, that was unlucky for RyZe. I don't know. They just don't clear corners, I think. Planting before clearing sight. I think that was not a good choice by them. Definitely cost them the round.
And ironically, it's back-to-back rounds where they're in a 3v5. The only difference is, instead of committing to the plant, they actually hold, they wait for that pressure to come in, and they end up winning the round. This time they try and stick the plant, and it doesn't go their way. So, hey, maybe the read's just to always fake tap against this big CG kind of team, but it's all in the cards that unfold, and you can see Q aggressing up long. There's a high-low setup with a flash as well, and Q will get absolutely obliterated. Dummy as well. Hey, we got 3 3v5s in a row, but of course this bomb is not down, so that is something that you don't want to see. CG, they're taking momentum into their hands, and if they can secure this round as well as this eco round, you could very well see RyZe struggling here in this half, but it looks like that flash is going to tag the backside player. Question is, they don't know where they are, and spots is Grim. So now it is just down to Viper. Viper lurking her way through the spawn, and the timing is not there for Khan. Khan will not spot Bang. Bang will not spot Khan, but now you have to imagine they're aware, right? You have to imagine that, oh, surely they could be flank, right? And hold up, where's this timing? It's not on favor. Spots 1, and yeah, okay, so Khan gets the first pick, but now in a very tough 1v3, there's almost no chance that he wins this, and he will indeed get tagged up by Grim and taken down, so CG will take this lead.
Yeah, I think RyZe was hoping for a different outcome for the B-Long push. Definitely didn't go as executed, and I don't even know if they're gonna try it again later. I think they've learned their lesson.
I mean, it's a pistol round. You can't put too much weight on it. There are guns that still involve everything full util, same as that, but they're on this weaker buy. They have only the sheriffs. They should be playing their setup here with this Cypher, and you can see they're trying to take some aggressive angles, trying to get that early information just by jump spotting on A.
Here.
But CG giving them absolutely none of it. That cam, though, will be very, very big for this B-Long pressure, and we'll spot the one. There's the cam spotted, it looks like, and there it is. It goes down. Here we have 9. Maybe not the flashiest today, but certainly getting the value that is needed. And Kavi just holding. The rotations come over now. There's the trip. Trip is broken. And here's the paint shell as well. But it looks like the decision is kind of to dip out of there, and that is exactly what that call will be. They're going to be taking it through this teleporter, and they are going to slam. We are going to have a scrappy fight on our hands. Here comes the execute. Bang doesn't find anything right off the rip. The U-Haul player now spotted and now quickly tagged. We're going to have to go for a little bit of an anti-flash there, but there's the shots landing, and it's all going the way of CG, as you would expect. And now, no way does Bang get flanked twice in a row. No way. That's just sad, but yeah, it's Valorant for you. That will donate a gun over to Q. Q will be able to get that if he could, but RyZe will be there for those shots, and CG will take this momentum once again.
Yeah, I've noticed a pattern with CG at the end of rounds. I think they like taking it the safe route with, you know, playing together, playing up down for the past couple of rounds. It's definitely harder for Q to pull his team together for that.
Yeah, and I would be a little bit worried here for RyZe if they do not convert this round, because you have a Vandal forced up for CG. That means they are feeling confident right now. They want to win this round. They want to wreck the economy of RyZe. The only question for the Titans of Tier 3 League, but you know, you just have this slow play coming out from CG. No need to rush anything just yet. They are playing slower towards the beginning of rounds to try and get that early information to get as much space as they can. And now for RyZe, it becomes a problem of, can you get that mutual information? And yeah, there's the one player spotted. Is it a contact rush? We will see, and it looks like it. Ooh, the big shock darts to take out both trips is massive, but Kavi will still get one through that smoke, and Nine now trying to wrap through spawn here. Will get denied by this Molly, so now you have these players rotating in from spawn. And now we've kind of seen this, the mirror. We've seen RyZe being crunched on by CG, and now we're seeing CG kind of crunched on by RyZe. However, all of those players are coming in through CT, through this elbow area, so whoever wins this fight is going to be very, very big. If that Kayam comes out, that's a little bit worrying, and Kavi is going down, but shots will get traded. Nine will go down as well, but now you have the tap coming out, and it is not planted for them. They're going to get mollied off, and they might just opt to save the guns. It appears so.
Another fight? Clean
Interesting.
slate. Let's leave whatever happened in the past.
Very interesting indeed.
What do you think the thought kind of was behind that save call?
I don't know. I definitely think it's more of a mental thing. I have no clue what's going on with the comms in Cataclysm team, but I definitely think those whiffing shots just kind of probably brought down the mental. I know I would be. Like,
yeah, if you're in this game,
by that, yeah.
How's your mental right now? How is it feeling? If you're, let's say, on the side of RyZe, or no, on the side of CG, how's your mental?
I think they have definitely good players. I think they're definitely trained to do
Well,
that,
that's
so,
definitely heard, though.
yeah.
This beat execute will start to come out, and they'll have everyone fighting for the Cypher. It's going to be a big whammy, but is anyone looking at him? They are now, as Kavi will only get one for his troubles. And fighting for this elbow is something you've kind of seen by both teams. The wide swing out by RyZe will land the shots beautifully, and now both info gathering tools will be invested. 2 players spotted CT. This RyZe unknown, but oh no, is Bang going to get flanked a 3rd time? It could very well happen, and
30 seconds
this
left.
is interesting. I like this. It gives the opportunity for Bang, but Bang will fall, so the reaction's not there. Yeah, Bang is on the rough end of the stick right now.
Spike
Cat
planted.
Grace.
Q still exists though, by the way. And it seems like the one weakness for Cataclysm is they aren't watching their flank. I feel like that's a really big thing. You're playing like you have Simpson, but you don't. And and will go down. The shots will land for Grim. Opts to invest this ultimate. And so here comes the second tap. And the opts to kind of
ahead.
He here is going to be close, but it's not planted for him, and so the shots will not go his way either. Mac will pick up this round, and we have ourselves a tie game. We had those 2 gun rounds at the beginning. Those 2 pistol rounds go in favor of CG. Now the next 2 in favor of RyZe. So RyZe, they're looking a little bit better right now off of what could be seen as the back of CG's timeout. Really, it just kind of came a little bit earlier, and they had to kind of rethink their mentals and just reset, get that half, use it for your advantage.
CG's credits aren't looking too good, but it's looking like they're going to force that out and hopefully try to force this win too. Coming in with a side play. Another of many.
And something I do want to see from CG is kind of the fact of, hey, where's the Cypher located? Chances are they've been playing 2 on Cypher's site and 3 on the opposite, so I wonder if they can harness that in any sort of way, and it looks like they are going to with these Seekers getting online.
I've got your trail.
So here we go. It looks like a site hit will come out as the rotates come over as well. Shots, Khan not quite landing them, but will land the first on to Bang. RyZe will trade that one out though. And now you have yourselves a 3v3. The Cypher ult is online in case RyZe opt to use it, but this could be a little difficult. This cam also up now if you do so wish, and opts to use it, looking for that valuable information.
It's interesting with Q with the op. Wonder how it's
I mean,
gonna
hey,
go.
it works, I guess.
If it works for him.
And there's that Cypher ult. And there's definitely a trap play coming in, and you are found, and Grim will take care of business. CG, I think overall CG is looking a little bit better than RyZe. Yes, they're not watching their flank, but their hits seem to be a little bit more coordinated. Their guns seem to be going their way a little bit more, and CG, they just seem like they have the reads.
Yeah, for sure. I think that round definitely worked out the way they wanted it to go. The force, absolutely the high risk, high reward situation. Definitely cutting off the momentum of RyZe Academy. They're gonna have to pull it out here. A good eco. They wanna win.
And that flash will tag one. Here's the second bird, and that means no more flashes for that Sky. So Dummy will be almost rendered as useless. Of course, the other 2 pieces of YouTube being valuable, but you know, they're gonna get droned away from this control. They want it back, and they want to clear that corner. It looks like they do, but they opt not to take the space. So something a little bit interesting. They invest that drone, but decide, hey, we're not actually going to use that space for anything.
And Cavi pushed up long. I think Muffin Man saw him closely. That's why. Oh, look at them all crushed.
Oh no, this is not going to end well for Nkavi.
Sleep, brother.
Yeah.
Unlucky.
There is only one way that goes, and it is you get a tag on your cam or you end up dead. So
Revealing area.
that's just how that goes.
30
So
seconds left.
a little bit of a
Waste
risky play
time
does not
taking
pay off.
this away.
And yeah, RyZe is just on the sheriffs here, so hopefully they can kind of just minimize their losses here. 9 will get
Party's
one
over.
through the smoke, but will get traded out by Dummy. So now you have 2 ults online for Cataclysm. They're going to try not to use them here, as it looks like RyZe is on a weaker buy here. So Bang will find the first onto Dummy. That's pretty big. And 4v2 now. Looks like there's going to be a molly off of tap. Cannot be on right now. Cannot be on. Don't peek. 7.5 seconds. And now Mac taking this contact. The opposing player trying to hold.
Last player
Push
standing.
out. Will not get it done. And the sheriff player in elbow will be forced to die to Spike most likely. And so, yeah, he's kind of toasted
Yeah.
there.
Mac, I think he's a victim of bullying there.
Cyberbullying is not cool. We do not support that, kids. We don't ever want to see you doing that. But if you are going to do it, at least make it fun in the form of utility in Valorant. You know, you can just mess with your opponents by throwing a crap ton of util at them. The dart, the molly, and Mac is just left speechless as you got to look at everything and nothing at the same time. There's no one peeking you, but everything seems to be coming from everywhere. RyZe, though, they have these 3 ultimates online now, so I have to ask you, Senta, how do you think they're going to use these ultimates to try and get themselves an advantage?
Well, I definitely think the retake is going to be the way to go to, I don't know, fill them out for their shoes.
And I would be curious, though, what RyZe's retake kind of score is, because ooh, not exactly spotted. I was gonna say the retakes don't seem to have been working a crap ton, so
Yeah.
that
Just
early
gonna
pick is gonna be
util
really
dump.
big. Yeah. Yeah. But Cypher spotted. Oh no, and Gabby, you can't be doing that one, homie. You can't be standing still behind a box while getting wall banged by Silva Dart. Khan, however, can't stand still, but will get traded there. So 1 player up on Heaven, 2 for Cataclysm. So the first ult is invested. Ooh, Q goes down. Nice shots by 9, and looks like some mollies are there. So the double up phone short is going to be visible, but that is a very, very valuable Grim ultimate. But here comes 3
Last
ultimates
player
now invested,
standing.
and ooh, the one-way is huge. The one-way is an accident. Mac meant to smoke himself off, but instead gives a beautiful
No
one-way.
way.
Here.
Oh
He's playing
no.
for the other team.
There is an imposter among us. I don't know if I can actually play that audio on stream or if I will get copyright claimed, but you know, we got that imposter among us. That is big.
Yeah, it leaves RyZe with a broken eco. I think they're gonna have to try to pull something here. Stacking B and pushing up A, getting 1.
And Q will get the trade. So, you know, it's honestly not the worst thing to see for RyZe, but of course, that's your race showstopper. That's now, you know, I'd say a pretty big weapon, you know, in Q, having that capability, that util to kind of push onto a site.
Revealing area.
But that's a
Shock down.
beautiful dart onto a wall that would clear, I don't think, anything. But you have these players getting in, and Nkavi is just on the rough end of it all, getting wall banged, getting shot through smoke. Just playing in the predictable corners will get you, unfortunately, caught out like that. And now this leaves RyZe on the back foot as this Viper's Pit is invested as well. You have all of these players now just kind of waiting for a mistake from Cataclysm, but it's not coming, and they might just opt to save as they did force up this round. Try and survive, try and win the next 4 straight, get yourself to overtime, and that's what the call seems to be. Everyone's backing off, but that is really, really dangerous. You're telling me if Cataclysm gets this bomb down, this game is over? Because you have Sova ult, you have Brimstone ult. Is this really the play? I mean, it has to be, but woof.
Woof. Yeah, I definitely think CG is looking really tough towards this end, and it's
Match
not looking
point.
good for RyZe going into the last round.
I think the game plan for RyZe here should be get that pick near an ult, or whether that's fighting for B long, fighting for A with RyZe and with Cypher. Get a pick. Use that Cypher ult to get that utility. That is going to be really, really big. That's utility and information whenever you want to use it. So it just seems like they're going to aggress with a showstopper with really just no real wishes other than to kill a banged CK, and they will do so, but there will be a trade there. The Viper's Pit is instead grabbed and will be taken up. The util is up. You have your cam though. Just stack A. Stack the weaker side. There's some contact now.
They have both initiators, so I think they might. Yeah, they're gonna tank it out.
Scout destroyed.
Oh, both ultimates. And that's really, really interesting. I don't like those
Oh,
usages
Khan.
there.
Khan with the 2 picks.
They tried to use that Sova ultimate as well as the
spike.
Brimstone ultimate to kind of flush out that Viper from the ult, but I'd rather you just play that for post-plant. Save your ultimates. Do something when you know you can secure the round off of it. You just need one more, so I think that was wasted a lot there. And yes, you're
30
going to have the
seconds
full
left.
rotate over towards that A site, or towards that B site, and you're going to have Cataclysm start lurking over towards A. Should be able to get this bomb down. But now the question is, do they have too many question marks that lead
What is
them
he
to
shooting
not
at?
get this bomb down? Well, he doesn't know if they're there or not.
10 seconds left.
And there
Spike planted.
is that push up, and Grim, it's all going to come down to Grim in this fight on CT. Who will be the victor? And obviously, Dummy is not a stranger to this scenario. Dummy completely aware they could be pushed up here. So now, oh, the shots spots both those. Now that will speed up the flank, but it is planted for Heaven once again. Yes, you have a Molly, but oh, that could be dirty. Oh, that could be very bad for Grim. Grim is going to have to find a way to get out of there, but both Mollies seem to miss him. So
Hold on to your head.
we'll actually just get the ping out, and now all of the stall coming out
One
from
enemy
CG,
remaining.
and that looks like a G freaking G. Grim with the
Attackers
clutch,
win.
and Cataclysm will take this game 13-8.
Definitely not what RyZe Sports is looking to get in from map 1. It's not looking good for them going into map 2 too.
Yeah, and it seemed okay towards the beginning of that map. We kind of had a relatively even sort of map or round count with one team going up a few, but then the bounce back. So it seems like RyZe Academy is that kind of streaky team where you get a few rounds on the board, you're going to start being able to win a few more, and that's going to be turning out really, really big. But as we take a look at the scoreboard, I mean, you're going to see kind of the impact that each of these players had for themselves. And Senta, who do you expect to see at the top of that leaderboard?
Like I said, Q, my first round pick. I think he's doing some great wonders for RyZe coming in. But 9, just the better duelist. 7 first bloods. I think he totally won CG that game.
Yeah, and I think Rezik was also having some nice kills up towards the beginning of that half, playing that Sky really, really well for especially the kind of rework with that no rechargeable. So that really, really nice there. Both duelists doing their job for their team, getting their first kills, having that high kind of KD ratio as we always expect. But at the end of the day, Cataclysm Gaming, they take map 1, RyZe falling on the first map. And now we're going to look towards map number 2, which will be split. You're going to have RyZe's pick there, and CG will be starting on defense. So, maybe we'll have things go a little bit differently as this is RyZe's pick now. Maybe they'll try and bounce back. But hey, that's going to be in the cards later. We're going to take a short break. We will be right back. So stay tuned for map number 2 of CG versus RyZe Academy.
Got wandering eyes that I seem to follow. Can only stay still for some time. I've never aligned with the city's pulse, so that makes it easier to leave behind. I just wanna get to know brighter lights in Tokyo. Somehow hear it whispering that could be the one you're missing. I just wanna get to know brighter lights in Tokyo. Somehow hear it whispering I could be the one you're missing. Wondering why I don't know the feeling of walking through these streets like they're mine. Trying to find a way to new beginnings somewhere in a different life. I just wanna get to know brighter lights in Tokyo. Somehow hear it whispering that could be the one you're missing. I just wanna get to know brighter lights in Tokyo. Somehow hear it whispering I could be the one you're missing. But I never really knew that it was over till the quiet and the echoes became colder. And I never really knew that it was over till the quiet and the echoes became colder. Took my love and gave it back. It's yours to leave, but it won't keep me from this hard time. And I'll try
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, cats, and squirrels. Welcome back to map number 2. We've got ourselves Cataclysm Gaming versus RyZe Academy. Right now, it's 1-0. Right now, who took the first game? Cataclysm. So we're moving on to Split, which is RyZe's map pick. Hopefully they can win their pick and stay alive in this series. But, quick recap. Was back and forth, but it ended up just being CG towards the end. And Santa can tell you, who is the magic player that popped off?
Oh, 9.
It was 9.
Their magical duelist. He pulled off some great 3Ks, great 4Ks, clutches. I think he's just their tank for today. Hopefully, coming into the next game, he's gonna continue with that energy, pulling a CG through.
Yeah, that's really, really big. And that's what you want from your star duelist. That's for sure. But Split, very, very, kind of untraditional map in the sense of you kind of get some question marks on the comp. You don't know quite what you're running into. Typically, you will see that Cypher, but other than that, everything is up in the air. You could get anything from a Sky to a Gecko to a RyZe to a... I mean, maybe not Neon, but I would love to see a Neon. So, if Cataclysm wants to pull out a Neon, go ahead. Go for it. I'm fully down for that one. But as we get underway, yeah, we're going to see these comps.
Not quite a mirror comp, but it's looking like we're going to have possibly the same setup. The double smokes coming in with Omen and Viper. It's looking like we're going to have double duelists too for RyZe.
No Senti there.
No Senti, yeah.
That, I would say, is kind of big, especially on a map like Split. No Sentinel we've seen on, maps like Bind, where that hasn't really become a factor, but on Split, you really have to spread your defenses very, very thin. You have to imagine that RyZe is just going to be going for these aggressive play styles, so it all comes down to that and who can come out on top.
9. Oh, 9's not on duelist today, so it's looking like he's gonna be running the Cypher. Hopefully, being that.
All aboard the Cypher train, right?
Yeah.
I personally am I'm a Cypher hater. I do not like Cypher. I don't like playing against Cypher. I don't like playing as Cypher. It's just annoying to me. And maybe for Enkavi was struggling a little bit on that Sentinel role on Cypher last game, so maybe they will have a little bit of luck on that Omen, being on that controller now. But only time will tell as we get underway. And previously, I believe it was RyZe that won the pistol rounds. So very much doable for them to get off to a strong start here. And hopefully they can take round number 1. Senta, who do you think is getting the first kill? Just a gamble.
RyZe Esports. Yeah, RyZe. They're going to take this site. No problem. Oh, Viper with the lurk too. Hopefully he's gonna get some picks.
Well, hey, they got B site. I mean, that's a start. RyZe struggling with that a little bit before. Will get that pick.
Yeah.
You called it.
I called it.
And that's my favorite part about making predictions is most of the time you're wrong, and just like how 9's luck was there, it's very wrong as he goes down. RyZe now trying to get one, but the right click's not landing. Dummy will eventually fall, and CG now evening this out to a 3v3. And here comes the players of CT. What are you doing? You're not watching it. Oh, but the smoke comes out, and the stick will not come through, so RyZe will clean that one up. A 3v3 turns into a 3v0. RyZe will clean that one pretty instantly, but like we were saying with the predictions, you're going to be wrong a lot of the time, but every time you make a wacko prediction and it sometimes turns out right, then you look insane. You look like you're just the GOAT, the greatest of all time, and you just have the perfect reads.
Yeah. It's looking like CG is going to be stacking to one site, hopefully catching RyZe off guard, but RyZe isn't gonna take that. It's gonna play it slow, play it safe.
Yeah, and this is interesting that maybe they shouldn't be catching them off guard, as it's kind of tough to catch someone off guard with something that you did just the previous round. They stacked A last round, so why would they do it again? Now I guess that is the reason why it would kind of keep them out and off guard, but Mac will pick up that first pick in mid, and Bang will not land the shots. So that will be unfortunate, but are they aware of this following player? Yes, they are. Sniper cannot see a dang thing, and Khan will go down for it. So we saw a 3v3 in the past. It's now a 3v4. Can Cataclysm find this evening a pick? But ooh, look how low this Viper is. Bang TK is not on the healthiest of players. So it's going to be interesting, especially with no flashes. They're kind of just going to wait for the smoke to dissipate and or pop out right off the bat. And Kavi will land the pick.
Enemy remaining.
And whoa, that paint shell will take out Bang. And it looks like RyZe have secured their second round. Cataclysm with, a lot of damage done, but not the ideal amount. That'll add to it.
Shadows traveling. What's another death?
Imagine. Just imagine there was enough time for that one.
Not quite. I think 4 seconds to defuse.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes we've seen a good ninja defuse. I haven't seen a good ninja defuse in a long time.
Girl out, would you?
I would love to see one of those today. Maybe I'll cast or curse one into existence. Maybe we can cause for a ninja defuse to come out. Someone's just sticking it when no one's expecting it. And maybe we'll just get something fun going today. But right now, Cataclysm, their fun is going to look off of the back of these guns, and they need to convert this round. They want to retain this 1-0 map lead and hopefully bring it to 2, but RyZe, they're looking strong with this aggression. Ooh, Bang TK could have an opportunity, and that is really big. That flash is massive. I love that play by RyZe. Beautifully placed flash, and that is something they were fully planning for. RyZe will go down, though, maybe getting a little overzealous there, but let's RyZe kind of pop back into this round now. And Kavi trying to get something of his own, but gets smoked off, and it's just, can they find anything? Here comes the pop flash, and it looks like they're opting to go towards vents, so they will fall away into vents. But remember, Cypher Util still there, and ooh, never mind. 9 will go.
I think they're gonna go back A.
Ooh, that's a really nice play.
Yeah.
I mean, that is purely beautiful. Now the question is the timing there. It is for a Grim, and that's
30
for sure.
seconds left.
And now it looks like the A hit will commence. Nobody quite there, but only one rifle in their hands. Looks like this bomb will go down for back sight. They will try and anchor on site, and they're opting not to take screens, which is arguably one of the more important pieces of space and map control on a hit like this. But of course, CG just waiting for their third and final player to get there, opting not to clear up. So, oh, it's gonna be dirty. The lineup is not there. The Sheriff will find 2, and Bang will make it out alive to defuse this spike. But that is a lot of damage from RyZe, and you gotta be happy about that.
Yeah, coming from a coach standpoint, I
Toxin
think
screen down.
that round is just
Spike diffused.
definitely the perfect, or close to perfect, in outcome for those egos.
And kind of look at the
shattering.
orb. Yeah, look at the orb economy.
Yeah.
They got all of those picks. They get, dummy up to 7, the Mac to 6. So these are really, really big picks. And RyZe, they don't seem to be slowing down too much here. Sure, it was a little bit of speed bump in the road, but you got to imagine CG just wants to win this round more than anything. And it looks like they are going to just put up this Viper smoke. Ooh, I like this updraft. That's really, really big. And one pick out by Grim, one by Bang, and that is complete and utter disaster for RyZe.
Yeah. All 5 of them are ready for that push. Just unlucky to the RyZe side.
Yeah, RyZe, they have those gun advantages. No real reason to kind of make that mistake of letting the guns kind of fall into their hands, giving them that shorter range fight and letting them come out on top. But
Shadows traveling.
that's what happens when you fight for mid. You get that kind of funky looking little cross battle, anime battle style, and everything will just kind of come to a halt afterwards. So Khan's working his way up A though. Could provide a little bit of a timing, but is wrapping. And here's something we've seen, a weakness for Cataclysm, but now they're aware. They're aware and they spot him. Wow, RyZe. Okay, are you cheating? Did you hear me? What's going on? But
30 seconds
RyZe,
left.
beautiful pick. Dummy now trying to hold male, but the gun will
Last
be
player
only
standing.
good for one. And now it's just down to Nkavi. Nkavi with an A site free, but does he know it? He's going to have to gamble it as this bomb has to go down within the next 15 seconds.
I
And
think it's very possible for Nkavi to win this.
10 seconds left.
Just looking at the economy of CG.
I just don't think so.
Don't think
Spike
so?
planted.
I don't think so. I mean, if CG play this correctly, I don't think there's any way they win this. Oh, they definitely heard that. They're just going to stick that. Yeah. Well, Rosa. Rosa.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, 1-for-1 ultimates, I guess. You get out the Omen ultimate. So,
Thrifty.
That definitely
I mean-
secures RyZe around later on. Taking out that Rosa, the RyZe.
yeah. I mean, that is that big piece of utility that they just don't have anymore. But, of course, maybe that's not the best, of course, being thriftied on that round. You don't love to see that. Maybe they can respond with a thrifty of their own, but I highly doubt it. But then again, that's the whole point of a thrifty, is it's very improbable, but it still could happen, and it's all going to come off contact of this first kind of main contact here. Some traded flashes, and there's a singular trade, but here comes Mac now with a showstopper of his own. Back-to-back rounds with showstoppers will let them get the gun, but will trade it out there. So CG, not the cleanest of holds, but they do manage to stay alive for now. But RyZe is now back in this one. It's evened up. They had the weaker buy. Now they're in a good position to possibly convert this round. Now this
Yeah, with the
Viper-
Vipers show off.
It's like a
Toxins
a,
going
a
up.
Western standoff. Dun-dun-dun. Wow, wow, wow. Right, with the
Yeah,
the Cowboys. I don't
totally.
know. I don't watch Western movies. Everyone's just kind of taking a chill pill, though. And RyZe is waiting for this one to come in. Ooh, here it comes. Oh no! Oh no! Imagine the timing. Imagine the timing. Oh no!
30
It's-
seconds left.
Literally just
Oh.
oh. Oh! And bang will go down. RyZe is back in this one, and 9 does not land the shots either. Now it's just on Muffin Man, and this is a tough 1v3. I will say, though, this is more doable than it was last round. I would say this Omen's in a little bit of a better situation to make something happen, to isolate these ones. But again, it's Planet for Heaven, so not an easy fight at all. We'll get dinked up on the way in, and positioning now known will make it a lot tougher. RyZe will take this one.
Cover going out.
Yeah, you got Muffin Man just trying to do something here. Maybe the ninja?
What's another death?
Oh, if he
Oh,
sticks
not
that, he's
quite.
got it.
Yeah.
Oh, imagine. Imagine. Oh, but they all die. That's big. That's still big for CG. The thing is, they walked into that round with maybe that lighter buy, but they don't leave with any guns of their own. Yes, they get the map on the board, but now you have equal buys for everyone. So that is really, really big. You have you even have equal utility in terms of ultimates. So you have a very, very big round coming in. This is a swing round. I feel like whoever is going to be winning this round will take control of the half in their favor and do some miraculous things Senta, what do you think about this op being, you know, a new addition?
Oh, I think he's trolling. Not gonna lie.
Okay,
But,
why is the op a troll?
I don't know.
Toxin
Up
screen
on
down.
RyZe on this map, it's just not ideal for entry.
trail.
Yeah, really with the jet fight.
I don't know if it's much of a troll anymore. Okay, maybe it is. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're just right. Maybe
Spike
you're doing that a
down A.
little
Maybe if they
antsy
had
with the
more
purchases.
teammates, a sixth man process.
Well, you know, if in Rocket League, if the fourth man is the post, what is the sixth man? Is it the mollies?
Last
I don't
player
even know.
standing.
Fall damage? I don't know. Max not getting any fall damage. He's just getting some bullets straight to the head, and TG, they take this one pretty handily. You know, I think at least some ultimates were invested by both teams, but CG getting that one really, really simply. They just flood sight when they need to, and they come out on top, and that's going to be forcing RyZe onto this eco buy. Not going to be loving that.
Yeah, looking at the scoreboard, do you think Mac, you know, showing with the 8 kills on the top, just carrying the team, do you think he's proved his, you know, power so far, or no?
Yeah, and definitely it's going to be kind of the start of what do you have going, and RyZe, they need to find this early pick to get themselves really anything, and I don't like the spam play, because what you're doing is you're giving up your positioning, telling them, hey, we have terrible guns, come and get us, you can spray us, and you can kill us a lot more easily than we will kill you. But you know, here's something we kind of saw that was similar to this Viper ultimate. And you know, with this Viper tucked into a pocket, but it looks like they're aware of this positioning. So far, the nose sentinel working okay for them, but Khan will go down. Grim will be dangerous with that operator. And now Q will not be able to swing off of that flash, so kind of that one gone with the win there. And Q, imagine he hits the headshot through the wall. Imagine that's just a miracle if that happens. But you know, you can see these rotates coming over towards B. Yes, the Cypher utility is there, but it looks like the sight hit. It will be prompted. Here comes the sight hit, and finding the trip.
30 seconds.
And that would just be everyone falling down. The knives invested, so something, and finds 2. So now Q will have a chance in this round. Q is waiting for these players. Here's the tap, though. No time. No
10
time.
seconds left.
And we'll have to at least stick this now or go for the kills. And looks like the knives will find their marks, but it looks like CG will opt to tuck and will end up winning the round. 17 HP for Q, and Grim will get that one with the shorty.
Unfortunate round for RyZe. I think with this being their map pick, I think it's just not the way they think they want it to go so far. It's definitely a defense-sided map though, for sure.
I would agree that it is defense-sided, but this no sentinel for RyZe, I feel like it could become very much a problem. It's only a defense-sided map if you have that map control, and I don't think they do, but maybe they'll use this Viper like a sentinel to anchor down these sites, but this is going to be a very, very sticky situation. 9 with this judge. As tucked past this wall, not spotted, so this could be very, very dangerous. Wouldn't be surprised if we see some sort of sky utility come in here. Prompt this hit, and here it is. Oh, 9 will get absolutely bonked on the noggin. But it looks like the trades will go in favor of CG. RyZe loses all map control that they have, and now it's just these 2 players in A main. One of them is spotted, and that wall's going to go back up to try and cover the fact that they were there, but it's a little late now, and RyZe, they're starting to stumble. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a timeout coming in sooner. But here's this dog. That dog will spot both players. Well, at least one, and bang will fall. So 3v2 now. 1 HP on Khan. Khan getting very dangerously close to the spam and looking for this opportunity. Will get blinded from the side though, and
30 seconds left.
something that seems to be a problem for RyZe is this time. We keep seeing them fall with 15 seconds left. They need to get this plant down. It's always kind of becoming a thing, and it looks like maybe the best play here now is just to save. But do you really get that much value from saving here? I don't know what the economy looks
10
like
seconds
perfectly, but
left.
it looks like their call is to save at the end of the day. And they will do just that, and they will do so most likely successfully, too.
Yeah, I think their executes just aren't executing, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do know what you mean.
Yeah. Cypher pulling out with the judge just isn't... I don't know, it's holding them back. It's not... It's like a really big man. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, no. It's a big kind of wall that you're dealing with. That 9 and the judge... You're not wanting to push a judge anyway, and let alone with a Viper wall and additional utility. But they're gonna offer this fast hit now. Q will just dash onto site. Will get 1, 2, and get domed in response. So that beautiful entry that we've been looking for from RyZe, they finally get it, and that's all they really needed to do. They just needed to go fast. They get this bomb down now, and they could very well be in a nice position to secure this round. But of course, that Omen ult will be used to cover up the flank. Muffin Man waiting for the opportune timing, waiting for the teammates to clear ramp a little bit. And there's one pick on the Mac. And Muffin Man will get taken down now by Khan. 2v3. It's planted for Heaven, so there is a possibility of the stick to come in. There's one pick. I think you stick this now. One player spotted, one main,
One enemy
bend, and now, oh, no more cages. Oh, the shots will land, but oh, it's gonna be close. This vulnerable is ticking in, but he is fine. 9 will get this diffuse off, and RyZe Academy, they should have won that round, and they did not. So CG, just well played on their part. Really, really nice pressure by Muffin Man with that ult, even if you don't get a bunch of kills. And I think RyZe, they kind of sold that round.
Yeah, totally. I don't know. It's the double duelist is just not the play for them. I think always having that one person back is just setting up like problems for pushes and holds.
I mean, I don't think necessarily that their double duelist is a problem. I think they just need to utilize the fact they have double duelist and an initiator. You have that brawl style comp. Take that space, and CG, they're just falling right away. Muffin Man will get out, not get punished for that one. So Cypher ult is invested, but picks still in favor of CG for the moment, but that will get reversed almost immediately. And CG, they have these guns. They're cutting them a little bit closer than they need to be, though. I will say this Omen ult not gonna do too much, and Muffin Man will get a dome through the smoke. Yeah, and CG here, now they're just gonna try and isolate their ones. As long as they play together as a team, they should win this one. And there's the 3-2-1. Both players dropping the shot there by 9, though, so that one really big. Grim will get a pick, and oh, the showstopper by Grim in response will also get that one as well. So we got one Rosa, one not so Rosa, and CG will take another round on the board. A little bit close, but they're still taking it, and they still have themselves a nice little lead.
No, at this point, RyZe is just continuously running over the same problems, just not being able to execute or hold the site. It's just not going the way. I think they need to change something. I don't know, change the way they're gonna come forward with these next 2 rounds and a half. In the next half.
And the Viper's pit used by CG to take up mid space. That's really, really nice. One of their kind of weaker areas they're claiming with just one person. And This allows the Cypher to rotate freely, play in this ult if they do so please. And oh, here comes a dog. One player spotted, but there's the spam, not quite finding her. Viper will remain alive though. This is gonna be a little scary. One reload spotted, don't push out. Oh no, Bang, I wouldn't have made that play. You're kind of giving them a 3v1 there, and that's kind of the exact bonus that RyZe needed, but BG,
One enemy remaining.
they need some sort of pick, and it will not find them just quite yet. Grim will be left to just 10 HP. Goes for the swing and will get it onto Q, so nice little pick there. But, you know, if Grim clutches this one, I will eat my headset. I will do that. If Grim can somehow magically pull this off.
That's a lot to ask from him. I think he's going for the exits, and I think your headset's safe for now.
Hey, you never know. You might have this timing on this flank player. Ooh, this could happen. Hold timing. Oh,
One enemy remaining.
gets 2. I mean, he'll get all 3, but he won't get the bomb. Hey,
That's crazy.
well played by Grim, I guess. Going for exits, you got all 3. What more could you ask?
Last round before the switch.
You could ask me to eat your
There.
headset.
Nah, I think then I would run out of headsets. I just broke my headset at the start of this year. I don't want to have to get another headset. I'm running a bit low on headsets. Unless you have one to loan me. Do you have a headset to loan me?
No, I've personally stuck with mine for I don't know how many years, like 2 years of me being a Valorant player. Luckily
yeah.
for me, I haven't gone through any.
Yeah, I'm not one of those ragers that just throws their keyboards, and controllers, and whatnot. But you know, for ragers, we might have Cataclysm if they manage to lose this map after being up so heavy. But RyZe, they want to win this game. They really need it for even just morale purposes. They want to win at least this map. They came down, 7-3, and now it's 7-4. You want to at least get 7-5 on the half. You have this Viper ultimate that you can use for most likely post plant here, but mid has just been a death trap for RyZe. They are not able to get through it whatsoever, and I don't know if they recognize that yet.
Yeah, they got all 3 players bound up in mail there. It's like mine. Just a whole bunch of ducks.
Yeah, a bunch of seagulls.
Yeah.
Ooh, this could be dangerous. Bang! Bang gets 2? How does Bang get 2 there?
One enemy remaining.
Bang gets 3. That is crazy. And that sequel will be invested to lock onto that last player, which is Mac. And will the Radiant Entertainment System bundle be enough to clutch this round out? The crossfire is there. So RyZe Zumba will have to do enough. It's instead going to go into a corner
10
and
seconds
do
left.
nothing. Spots the gun barrel, but Bang will get 4 on the round. Have a round, Bang. You certainly put a blast in that one.
Switching sides.
I didn't quite see that. Did he do the running gun play and just aim lock to their heads or what?
It was a little bit of a run and gun. I mean, basically, he was kind of peeking into a crossfire, was what it was. And 3 people were holding his angle, and he manages to get 2 just off of pure luck. I don't even know. This is only something we can see if we had Bang's POV there, but that is just something that is ridiculous that he gets 1, let alone 2 there. Really well played by CG. RyZe, they're feeling a little bit worried. They have no Sentinel here. They're gonna be aggressive on this defense, and the question is where? It looks like it's gonna be mid. Here comes the fight out. Grim will find the first pick onto Mac, so Mac getting overzealous there, and does allow for Dummy to get tucked in, but Dummy knows he will be spotted out by this dog, and Q will go down on the A hold as well, so that you have A space being claimed by CG, and it is just all bad news for RyZe. They are struggling here. CG, they have A site, they're going to get this plant down, and they're having numbers advantage as well, so it is just GG, at least for this round. But then again, it's pistols. Anything can happen. So we'll just have to wait and see if RyZe can somehow get a miracle to happen.
I think it's definitely possible with the sky. Oh,
Gun
he doesn't
here.
even have sky flashes, so it's gonna be hard for them to come back to this.
Poison orb emitting.
One enemy
Oh, what?
remaining.
What? Bang? Bang, that wasn't the one you meant to kill. Well, Bang didn't mean to kill that one, but he got that one first and then got the second one. So I want whatever Bang's PC has. I would like his gaming chair. I'll take his headset, his keyboard. I will have all of that, please. I don't know how any of that worked, but you know, whatever. He's just a better gamer, I guess. Just got the better gamer juice or whatever energy drink he's drinking, and it's seeming to work out for him. Bang just having some nice moments back to back and in opposite halves, and Bang is popping off this game 17-9, and CG will take this 5-round lead, looking to make it 6 as they go on the gun advantage. And RyZe, they can't really afford to play the slow game. They have to kind of just stack, and Cataclysm, they know this. They know they have weaker guns, so there's either an aggression or there is just plain old stacking, which will allow CG to take their ones. Space being taken now. And it looks like the dog will clear it out, but the Viper wall, excuse me, will come up in time. But I don't like the fact that that Viper wall was there. I mean, I guess it was kind of necessary to cancel out that dog, but you know, you already have a smoke there. Why waste the...
And it's Q
Viper.
against the world.
Can he do it? What do you think? How many is good for?
Ooh, probably just, I don't know, maybe 2
Oh boy.
30 seconds
or
left.
even 1 in the air.
Oh no. I have a feeling Q is gonna be peeking right. Oh, Valorant timing!
Spike planted.
Woo! Does not spot the cam.
Oh, he doesn't know.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh! RyZe's aware.
Unlucky.
One
Yeah,
enemy
it is
remaining.
a pure bloodbath. Rift will get 3. 9 will get a piece of it for himself. And yeah, CG, they're just taking this. They're playing this perfectly.
Even though it was RyZe's pick, I definitely think that Cataclysm came in here knowing that they own this map. They know they've practiced it. They've had the experience on top of RyZe. I don't think it's a easy comeback here for RyZe Esports.
Toxins going up.
Yeah, and 6 rounds, nothing to scoff at. But hey, it all starts with that one pick. Dummy is able to get the first. So that's pretty big. And you know, RyZe, the benefit of getting that pick is they have a little bit more control. But unfortunately, it all just goes away as soon as noise is cut. You have no sentinels. You have no clue what's happening. And that smoke and vents will cancel out even the simplest of jump peaks too. So it looks like maybe swinging out during this smoke timing will be the case, but no. Khan opting not to. Decide to fall down, and it is the smart decision after the snake bites gets invested. But hey, you still have this omen over towards A main. This could be in potential A crunch, and using that molly to force that player off is really big.
Shadows traveling.
Here comes a
Oh.
smoke now to fake the B.
Cute.
Haven't hit.
Q heard that too,
Oh, that's
but
true.
his team isn't rotating.
Oh, did he not? Oh,
He
no!
30 seconds left.
What?
Oh! RyZe getting body blocked a little bit there, and Bang is definitely the guilty party, but can he make up for it with some shots? Not quite yet. Mac will have to opt for it, but Dummy
Spike
will get one
planted.
with his rifle as well, so Dummy's going to be the one that I guess is popping off for the time being, but Cool, full blind. Neither player can see this. Crossfire completely ruined. Bang, good for one. Not good for two. Dummy gets one, but the spam coming in and around. Dummy will get 4 on the round. Okay. So basically, the RyZe's key to victory is just have Dummy get 4 every round. Problem solved.
Problem solved.
I mean, hey, if you could just tell one of your players to go an ace every round, I feel like this would be easy 13-0, right? Wouldn't it? But unfortunately, we can't do that. We have, you know, util and like gun economy and stuff like that. So it's kind of a little different, don't you think? So Cataclysm now. They're still up 5 rounds. They lose their bonus round. They're probably not too worried. That was pretty close. They have a bye in their cards this round, so it's going to be just up to this round. Can they convert this round? If so, they are good to go. They are set for the rest of this game, but I want to see them just do this default, work the spaces. There is no sentinel, so something will be on watch at all times.
Cover going out.
Got some contact, some shots coming out, but that's just some fighting in mid. Looks like RyZe is able to kind of secure that mid hold for the time being. But the jump spot on B, I feel like this Viper could be in for a rude awakening. Here's the molly to cancel that one out, but here comes the molly in response. There's the hit, the execute. Everything is going right now, and Khan will go down. It looks like Bang gets 1, gets 2. Anything more? No, runs out of bullets. But Bang will get traded as this final player drops, and now you have both of these players up in heaven. But this lurk is coming in. 9 will be lurking in and will get that kill up in heaven. CG will take this one. They're on what seems to be, it feels like match point, even though it's not quite yet. There is still that save round that we have to go in between, but there's only so much that RyZe can do in this round.
I think their best choice here is just to slowly go through and get some picks. I don't think it's gonna work out full on rushing the whole time.
Do you think that's an error of the comp? Do you think that's off the back of that sentinel?
Yeah. They're gonna go for the rush on A.
Ooh! Crossbar!
No trades.
Ew!
No trades. Heading out on RyZe. Unlucky.
Scatter.
That was a little funky by 9 there, but they do get the picks. That's all that really matters. And now you got a classic in the spawn, and you don't know what else to do. I guess you're waiting for those rotates, but nobody's there. And they're just pinching spawn, so now it looks like all of the space CT is cleared. CG is aware they're in mid or they're in main, so now it's just a matter of can they find any value. The answer, I would assume, to be no, as Q just
yeah, they have a lock down.
Blinded. One enemy remaining.
Yeah.
All 3 of them just firing.
Whole cap.
0 chance for RyZe coming in.
Hopefully, you know, this player from RyZe dies, right? They seem a little far. Okay, they did get there. Okay.
Match point.
So Khan does fall, but now it's match point for Cataclysm. Like we said before, it felt like it, and we were right. And you know, CG with a near perfect kind of anti-eco, perfectly dealing with that one, and it was just a hard hit. That's all it really was. That pace change did the trick, and now you have RyZe with just these Sky Seekers looking to secure a round, but they need 7 straight, so they can't fully commit everything they could possibly throw in the kitchen sink as well. So it's gonna be a lot.
RyZe.
Same sort of default. Ooh, well, options covered. Grim is not watching that one though. Oh, and that's big. They have A sight. They just gave up A sight for free, and that's the no sentinel worry. That's what you can't be having. So now you have A sight coming in. You have a pinch coming in as well from main. So that cam really big for the info as well. Bang. Set up for a swing. Oh, there's the double swing, and neither of them get anything. So 5v2, RyZe feeling a little bit confident now, but 9 will take that confidence right away. 9 will head good for 3, but will get traded out. So, whew, RyZe cutting it a little close there towards the end, but they do manage to get that one. They get that round on the board, and we got yourselves 12-6. They just need 6 more in a row. It's that easy, folks. It's that easy.
I think implementing the operator that RyZe Con just completely snags there. It's gonna be huge coming into the next couple rounds, getting those huge hits with the op.
Right, and posting up this jet kind of in aggressive angles is like having a chamber. Yeah, it's not quite the same thing, but you have that chamber that you can play in an off angle, and you can just peek aggro. You can do that. You can afford that space. So that's really, really strong for them, but Rim. Who else is really strong? It's the fact that he can just run up with a judge, and that would be a Rosa if I ever saw one like that. Like a 0.5 second Rosa. Wait. What?
was that?
Okay, well, both parties are alive, so I guess they'll both take it. Ooh, a dog in response, and it looks like Dummy will fall. The trade coming in as the alert from mid also comes in. Ooh, and that drop to vents is made, but no rotate in according to that. Jet will take over the space in heaven, but again, an operator can only do so much to hold this. And Q has a lot of space to cover. Box 1 misses the shot. Do they think they didn't see him?
No charges left.
Surely, right? Surely they thought they saw him. No way they just dry peeked us, right? Surely there's... Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
30 seconds left.
They're not completely unaware, but they're going to flash him off this angle. Ooh, he's a little close there. Opts for the shorty, but gets absolutely domed. Through that molly, the Sky Seeker's invested now with 3v2. Cataclysm on the verge of claiming this map and series for their own, but they're going to have to do it as this time runs down. Molly is going to come out, but bomb will be stuck. So now the Viper's Pit invested as well. And here comes the play. Nobsy, or sorry, the copy goes down, and now RyZe will get that final pick. CG, they started off strong. They faltered a little bit towards the middle, but then they finished it out strong, and they end up taking this 1-2-0.
I fully didn't expect what was gonna happen in game 2.
You just think that?
Yeah.
What was your expected scoreline for that map?
I thought that, RyZe had it in the bag. It was their pick. They had it really close in the first map too. I don't know what happened.
Well, that's going to be for them to let us know. But as we are done for today, we will not be seeing that third and final map as it is a 2-0. So I believe the records now, both teams are at 2-5. So, neither of those teams being super happy there. But CG, who was popping off? It was Bang. Bang did a really nice job. 3 first kills, but a crap ton of multi-kills and critical impact kills that just should not have been, that were. And then for RyZe, they had this double duelist comp, but they don't do the dueling. They don't push the fights. You have all of this utility. Make sure to use it. You have an Omen that's like a third duelist too. You can really do so much with that heavy attacking, but in the end, they are going to get punished for it. CG will take this one down. I'm not too sure if we're going to have an interview, but I will get you a little bit of information on that when I do. For CG, they're feeling super happy about that. 2-0. You have to imagine they kind of came in maybe a little worried being with that record. Do you want to talk to me about kind of what these records had to do with the play, with the gameplay?
Oh, I don't know. I think the Cataclysm, they weren't really shook by anything. They know that they're capable of, rolling out the batting stick, taking that win. They weren't scared at all. to be honest.
Yeah. So you think that Cataclysm, they said, yeah, we know we're 1-5, but hey, we're gonna play like we're 5-0. We don't care. We're
Pretty
just gonna
much,
take this
yeah.
game every single individual week.
Mhm.
Fair enough, honestly. All right, so we will have an interview with Bang TK. So don't go anywhere if you want to kind of tag along and get a little bit of player insight. We will be right back with that interview. And yeah, final result CG 2-0 over RyZe Academy.
Rising with each beat of the music is bringing. We're flames in the fire that keeps burning. We're inviting the night in. Welcome, my heart so full. I'm devoting myself to the night. There's no motive. We're just listening. We're existing. We stay where the music plays, where the lights drop below, where the people sway.
Welcome back to Titans of Tier 3. We have Bang here with us today for our
Hello.
interview. How are
Thank
you
you for
doing
having
today?
me. I'm doing great. What about you guys? I mean, after a win, I think it's impossible to be bad, right? You can't be feeling bad.
Mhm.
You never know.
You never know.
Well, that's what
I
we're
think,
here to ask you about. So
yeah. First of all, I'd like to ask you a question. I don't know. How was your day going? How did you prepare for these games today?
Whenever we're playing tournament games, I mean, just having a full relaxed day, not much.
Mhm.
I think you don't need to overcomplicate things, so just keep your own things, take your water, have your normal routine, nothing crazy about it, bro. I think that's all.
Totally.
yeah, that's completely fair. And
Simplicity is the how can I say is the key word, for everything.
key. It's
Mhm.
the yeah. Yeah, I don't know what else to call it either.
Yeah, I
But
don't know what else. Call it.
but hopping in kind of to the gameplay, there were 2 rounds that stood out to me that you had. It was the one with the ghost, and you know where you got that 2 around
That was actually a luck shot, bro. I
that
was
one
aiming for Viper and someone came out of my smoke.
that one, and in mid when you got 2 or 3, and I think it ended up being a 4K on that round. You just got
Oh
3
yeah.
out of your smoke. Like, what was going through your mind there? What was the kind of thought process?
So we kind of had to read because Grim was kind of up on it, so he heard like nothing, and then he said like, "Guys, watch out mid." And Muffin said, "There's a gap in the smoke." So he said, "Well, I'm gonna take it." And then I swing and I see 3 people there. And I just send a spray down. Okay, got 3 guys.
Got 3 guys. GG. Go next.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. I think I just went like, "Wow, we don't have to do anything else. Just swing, kill these guys."
And I was talking with Senta a little bit earlier. I was kind of talking about the records. You know, you guys previously were, I believe, 1-5, and now you move on to 2-5. So, kind of, how did this game affect you mentally in terms of confidence for the rest of the season, and/or going into this? How did you guys feel? Did you kind of just mental reset? We're 0-0. What was your thoughts there?
I mean, we always try to bring this up every day. Our mental is always reset. We are 0-0 every day, and then we go for each match like it's a different day. We're not worrying about other opinions and anything like that. We're just focusing on our own game.
That is
Yeah.
the perfect team mental that you should have. I admire that.
Thank
Totally.
you.
Um, going into this next question, in the first match, it was kind of close coming into the second half. Did you guys have any like mental blocks there, or like?
Well, I think we were kind of, let's say, I could say afraid. We were kind of trying to like. So there is this thing we normally don't play. Whenever you're playing a tournament or anything like that, the nerves actually like come in, and you're not playing to win. You're just playing to not die, you know. And sometimes that kind of goes up on our mentality, and it goes like that. And sometimes we just need to get the feeling of the game, and then we start going for fights that we're not gonna go for. We start taking 1v3s, 1v2s, you know, taking more map space by ourselves, and you just kind of have to feel the game, you know.
Yeah, and that's totally what you guys did with the timeouts you had there, right?
Yeah,
The mental
we
reset.
kind of
Yeah.
bring our mentals back up. We get our other players that are not doing well. We get them back in and everything. Because at the end of the day, Valorant is a team game. You can't play it by yourself.
Exactly.
Is there anything else that you want to say? Anything? Any shout outs to your friends, family, your dog? Anything?
Oh, shout out for my entire team, bro. They're all awesome. To our coaching staff, all of them. They help us a lot. Golem, Zarek, I think. Natum. I don't know how to say your name. Jaff, our best coach in the world. And of course, my teammates, Grim, Rezik, Nine, Muffin. They're all the best teammates that I have ever had. So
Wholesome ending. Woo!
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Bang, and congrats on the win.
Thank you.
That's gonna do it for us today at Titans of Tier 3. I mean, Cataclysm, they take on RyZe Academy. They take it down 2-0. My name is XBJ, also known as Ari. I'm here with Sensa. We've been your casters for today. We guys hope you enjoyed the stream today. And we will be back in a few days. I believe tomorrow is the next stream. There will be a game tomorrow, so stay tuned for that one. Don't go anywhere for that. You know where to find us. It's right here on this Twitch channel. You found it here, so you can find it again. But that's it for us, and we will see you guys next time.